New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez may have violated a myriad of House ethics rules while attending the ritzy Met Gala when she wore that tax the rich dress, according to a conservative watchdog group has filed the complaint against the Congresswoman. Joining us now to discuss this is Paul Kamenar, counsel for the National Legal and Policy Center, who is spearheading this suit. Paul, thank you so much for taking the time on this. I want to read this to get everyone caught up, and absolutely, and then have you respond. It says this, the complaint says the following, quote, Representative Ocasio-Cortez may have violated the House gift rule by accepting free admission for herself and boyfriend to the Met Gala event and receiving related gifts before, during, or after the event, including the use of custom-designed dress limousine service, the use of the Carlisle Hotel, professional hair, makeup services, and any other related services or goods, end quote. Where does this complaint stand at this time, Paul?
Yeah, thank you for having me. Yes, the complaint was filed last week with the Office of Congressional Ethics. Their job is to investigate these allegations, and we won't know what they're going to do with it probably for another couple months, and we think they should refer these violations to the House Ethics Committee. I mean, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is just a walking ethics violation. The gift rules are very clear that you can't accept gifts. Now, there's an exception for attending a charity event for a ticket. These tickets were $35,000 a piece, and tables went for $200,000 to $300,000 a table. Now, it may seem that she got a free ticket. However, it's our understanding that the tickets are not comped, that a corporate table has a space, you go to the corporate table. So in effect, the corporation, Facebook or Instagram, is subsidizing that. Nevertheless, her boyfriend can definitely not accept a free ticket. The rules are clear. You can only accept a ticket for yourself or your spouse or your dependent child. Other people have to pay their tickets. So there's a violation there. And then, of course, the famous tax the rich dress. That was loaned to her by her designer friend, and the value of that dress, it was specifically designed for her, counts as a gift. And then, of course, you have her use of the Carlisle Hotel, the professional hairstylist and makeup, limousine, the jewelry. All those are gifts, and she cannot accept those. So we think that the Office of Congressional Ethics should get to the bottom of this and find that she did violate the gift rule. And by the way, she, of course, didn't wear a mask, even though the invitation said you have to wear a mask indoors at the Metropolitan Museum of Art. So, you know, there's another example of hypocrisy.
It seems a myriad of issues within this. Does this complaint have teeth, in your opinion?
Oh, absolutely. There's no defense. I mean, she tweeted out that, we're allowed to go to these as a member of Congress, and this is in my district, et cetera. But that's the beginning of the issue of whether she can go to a charity event. The question is, who paid for that ticket? And then, of course, her boyfriend is a clear slam dunk. He can't accept a free ticket. And then the other gifts, the dress, everything else, there's no excuse for that. So we think there's clearly a violation. She should be disciplined by the House Ethics Committee. She should be required to pay for all these so-called gifts that were impermissibly accepted by her. And we're going to follow through with this. The National Legal and Policy Center has a good track record of filing this kind of complaints against members of Congress.
Okay, so the farthest that this could potentially go for congressional leaders, such as herself, the disciplines would be for her to pay fines. Is that correct?
Well, she could be disciplined. She could be censored. It's up to the House Ethics Committee to actually impose a disciplinary action. So they have a myriad of punishments they can take. But first of all, we have to get by the first door, so to speak, the Office of Congressional Ethics, which does their preliminary investigation. And we think it's clear that they have to get through that first hurdle. They can subpoena her documents, her information from the gala, et cetera, who paid for what. So this is a serious complaint.
Paul, real quick before you go, could politics play into this? When you're talking about an ethics committee, obviously different folks sit on these committees, and then they have obviously their they lean left, if they lean right, would this affect an outcome?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that may be a valid argument, although ostensibly it's a bipartisan Office of Congressional Ethics of investigators. The House Ethics Committee, the one that imposes the discipline, is also bipartisan. But we think in cases like this, they'll probably look the other way or sweep it under the rug. But the National Legal and Policy Center intends to follow through with this.
Either way, pushing that complaint forward. Please keep us posted on it. Paul Kamenar joining us live. Paul, thank you.
Thank you.